तो बट आप अभी थोड़ा एलैबोरेट करें कि what is it that you know in terms of Buddha's thought that you think can create a new conversation. हम solution के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे. As long as we can create new conversations, new interactions, new reflections, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है. तो in the context of all conflicts, international conflicts that you referred to, what is the kind of new conversation that reflection on Buddha can bring that has already not been brought? Because Buddhism is already, जब जैसे हमने कल एक सेशन में देखा कि it's a worldwide religion, and you know, of all the things that has gone out of India, Buddha is very famous, and Buddhist thought in all its forms has been well accepted by the West, rather getting appropriated into their own scheme of things. ऐसे हालात में एक नया कॉन्वर्जेशन क्या क्रिएट कर सकते हैं? We'll keep it brief so that we can continue.
Actually, I am born and brought up in Calcutta. Although I trace my genesis from Madhubani district, as I have made it very clear in course of my initial discourse or initial introduction. Lord Buddha was a revolutionary, while Lord Sri Ram and Lord Sri Krishna both were traditionalists. I would like to give a very interesting as well as very pragmatic sort of instance. You see, Lord Rama, Lord Sri Ram had to kill Ravan for all his evils and human transgressions. Even Lord Krishna had to kill Kansa and had to instigate or inspire or encourage Pandavas to kill Kauravas. But Buddha was a revolutionary. By one sheer simple sentence that मैं तो ठहर गया बस तुम कब ठहरोगे. I stopped long ago, my dear son, but when will you stop? A simple sentence, can you imagine, can catapult a human being into such a tangible sort of transformation that right from a brigand he went on to become a saint. And that too became apparent when Angulimala was dying, and somehow he managed to reach before Tathagat Buddha, and Buddha said, "Oh Angulimala, what happened to you, my dear son? Sir, I paid for all my transgressions, all my sins. I paid for it because villagers identified me, and they pelted stones at me, and consequently the sort of shape I am in now all resulted in the washing of all my sins." And finally, when he died, Buddha declared in one line, Angulimala was a great saint. So my dear august audience, India is known by the land of Buddha outside India. Be it the Honorable Prime Minister of India while addressing the United Nations General Assembly, he says India is the land of Buddha. Be it Nita Ambani, when she goes abroad, she very cheerfully says, I come from the land of Buddha. But unfortunately, as Honorable Moderator Sir has very correctly said, over time, the very imprimatur and the imprints of Lord Buddha is sought to be evaporated or vanished from this geographical landscape of Bharatvarsha. This is the great injustice which was done to Lord Buddha by the indigenous population of this country. I want the course correction to happen, and that is why I presented Buddha, not Yudh, because Buddha means peace. Buddha is an antidote to violence. Buddha is the only solution for the entire world engaged in crisis. And I have a huge pleasure to communicate to all of you that currently the Secretary General of United Nations, Antonio Guterres, is reading my book, because I requested him to launch this book in New York headquarters of United Nations, and that he publicly articulated in the All India Artificial Intelligence Summit when he came to Delhi. He said that I am reading a book of Lord Buddha of ancient India, because I thoroughly dealt at the ancient India, how India evolved over millennia, and how Buddha was the harbinger of the new dawn, who almost was eviscerated from this Punya Bhumi of Bharatvarsha. Once again, there is an overwhelming importance of restoring the glory of Tathagat Buddha. That is the crux of the whole
Thanks.
thing.
Thank you very much, Vivekanand Ji. I think it's a wonderful point to be made on this